Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. I just put a video up and it's down. Shocking, right? Let me make sure I mute this. Okay. Let's see who we got in the chat here. John H. and Amy Rigel. That's it. There's nobody here. Nobody knows. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. 37 people watching. Imagine that. So they took my channel down. And it is what it is. And they have absolutely been hammering me. It's unbelievable. But I'm not completely and totally shocked. So there's that. Check this out. You see this channel? You should subscribe to it because it's my other backup. I've got several backups and they've hit every single solitary one of them amazingly. I mean, these guys are not messing around. They do not like what I'm saying whatsoever. I mean, this channel right here, I literally just created, what, 3 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago, and it's already gone. It's already hit. That's amazing to me. But they were hitting it the second I posted a video, they took it down. So the banned one is still up, but I'm in, I don't know what they even call it. I'm not allowed to upload. And RFB just came back up today, and I just happened to notice. So there's that. So Lionheart, you're not listening. You didn't finally get a live stream notification. I haven't been able to upload, dude. That's what I was just kind of saying. So it sucks. But check this out. I feel bad, but I'll tell you what. I don't feel all that bad because if you followed me for any length of time, then you know that I put up a website. I paid a dude to make the website for me. And I didn't charge anybody to use it. Nothing. It was cool. Well, that lasted about 2 weeks, and then the trolls got in and literally destroyed it. So here's this. You see this right here? They can't censor it because I pay for it, period. Straight up. It's $2.99 a month, $30 a year, whatever that comes out to. And everything that's going to be on here is, it's out of their hands until they finally just drop the hammer on all of us and pull the plug. But this right here, they cannot censor me. Pretty much, period, is what I'm saying. $2.99 a month. I already put, and I have to pay for this. That's why the cheapest I was allowed to go was $2.99 a month. So that's what I did. I've already started uploading, but I just put it up yesterday. There's a bunch of videos on there. There's a bunch of things with me and Dr. Tenpenny, Dr. Kaufman. Everything that I wasn't allowed to put up on YouTube is already basically pretty much up on there. And I'll be able to live stream and post videos every single day. Plus, they're working on a comment chat section right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's the biggest thing. Because what good's a video if you can't comment and interact with each other? You see what I'm saying? So hopefully it all works out. But it's up. And I'll tell you what. Every single time I turn around, they're taking down another channel. I got 3 of them up right now. And only one of them I'm actually allowed to live stream on. And that just became available like 3 minutes ago. I just put a video up and they took it down. So there's that. Really, what's the website? It's richiefromboston.tv. It's pretty easy. But there's also still 2 backup channels for now. But it's amazing. I mean, I've never seen censorship this bad ever. A lot more people really need to subscribe to this channel over here because I posted this morning. I posted yesterday. I posted 3 days ago. Nobody's watching the videos. It's a lot of work posting to all these channels. I'm juggling like a mofo right now. So, yeah, Jen, I believe they have because I find it. I mean, I put up that story right before the hurricane. The twin hurricanes showed up that Bill Gates was allowed to release 750 million genetically modified mosquitoes. But then it turns out, according to the mainstream, that they didn't do that. Well, really? They didn't do that, but now they're telling us this? I mean, This is total and utter nonsense. Huge swarms of mosquitoes killed hundreds of horses and cows by draining their blood. Okay. Hey, Mike Decker, I know you're listening. I see you in the chat. Dude, how many mosquitoes would it take to literally drain a moose or an elk or a cow or a horse, let alone hundreds of them? What are they trying to say here? This is just really freaking me out. And then you tie this straight over to Bill Gates's YouTube channel where the guy is literally infatuated with mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? It would take billions of them, and yet nobody has any video. You know what I mean? Nobody has any video. So the CDC, oh no, maybe it wasn't the CDC. I forget who it was. Maybe it was the weather, it was one of those corporations that studies the weather and stuff. And they said right before Hurricane Lara came up the coast, they were like, well, hurricanes are definitely the way you spread mosquitoes all over the place and everything will go wrong and blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly we have stories like this. I just find it incredibly strange. I'm trying to figure out what are they really saying? Seriously, what are they seriously really saying? You know what I mean? I don't know. And the only reason I went live right now is because I got pissed off that my video came down. So I'm doing this. So if I say, you know what I mean, it means I'm thinking and I can't think of anything else to say. That's how you do it when you're live and you don't use a script. So check this out. Get on this. I already put up the video. Send your July, what is it? June, July, August Patriot Pantry receipt to the banned one 911. THEBANNEDONE 911 at gmail.com. And it'll be pinned below the video afterwards anyway. Send that to me. Don't say anything else. Just send it. I'm not going to read it. I already got a bazillion of them. So there's that. And I'll pick 5 people some other way. And of course, you're not allowed to do that. I had no clue, but whatever. So I don't know. I can't find the video of the Antifa dudes getting grabbed by the cops for walking down the side of the road where a wildfire was just lit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's totally crazy. But myself and Mike Decker, we're talking about this. I believe in a live stream. They're going to use the weather as a weapon, and they absolutely are. No two ways about this. The YouTuber Dutch Sense, who's been around way longer than me. He was here when I got here. He caught them straight up and down. This dude literally looked at a radar years ago and saw that 2 days later in Joplin, there was going to be tornadoes that were going to kill people. And 2 days later, they showed up and did exactly that. This dude is that good. And then the Weather Channel started, debunking him and whatnot. He caught this laser numerous times, shooting from California to Oregon. This is directed energy, and he straight up caught it. Can you see that? Yep, there it is, right there. Boom. Boom. These guys are pulling every rabbit they possibly can out of their hat, and then they're using Antifa and whomever else to go around and start fires. The cops are catching these people. This is all by design. None of this is natural. It's not because of climate change. This entire COVID hoax is literally them pushing climate change, which is just another hoax. This is Agenda 21. Coming straight out of the gate, straight down the barrel, and it ain't stopping. This is not stopping. This is what's freaking me out, that we're at September 11th. You have to walk around on eggshells. It's like living in a house full of psychopaths. You got to wait for them to blow shit up and knock things over. And when you try to warn other people, they're like the bad girlfriend who sticks up for the boyfriend that steals her money and beats the hell out of her while he's shooting heroin and having sex with hookers. You see what I'm saying? Was that a good analogy? I hope so. It's 5:35 and I'm drinking coffee. Nicholson, 1968. Awfully quiet these days, Nick. Not really the time to be shutting down people. because they're shutting us down. If you got something to say and you got a platform to say it now, because we're all going bye-bye. We're all going over the falls in the barrel. More information just keeps coming out and coming out and coming out that these dudes lied. They lied about everything, and they don't even care if you know this whatsoever at all. It's kind of crazy, right? Roku TV, Fire TV, Apple TV. But as long as I pay them, they tell me that I can stay up. So I'm down with that because I'm getting sick of making videos for Jailbreak, videos for RFB, videos for RFB2, videos for RFB22, videos for the band one. And then, boom, the video's gone. Boom, the video's down. Boom, the video's gone. It bums me out. It's a lot of work, and I don't want to do a lot of work. We're at the end of the ride here, folks. I want to get on another ride before they close the park, if you follow what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Indeed, Emma. Get battery lights instead of candles. Speaking of that, I have to make a video on a buddy of mine who I met at an expo, an off-road expo. He's the dude that makes those military-grade solar panels. Well, he sent me a yeah, that's not accurate, Rhea Breeds. If you want to know what's up, go to Dutch Sense, okay? He knows what shape the earth is. I'm all set. He sent me 2 huge Faraday bags. So if they were to hit us with an EMP, like I warned you because they warned us, but they do that all the time. DHS always says EMP's coming. An EMP would mess everything up really, 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 really bad. But it would also cut all their communication with us. These things, the television, the laptops, the computers, all this stuff is very helpful for them because they can see what we're thinking and doing at all times. If they do an EMP, they're going to knock out social media. They're blind too, FYI. So if an EMP does go off, it's on. It is completely and utterly on. There is no two things to don't think about it. Don't worry about my kid, this, that. It's on. Straight up and down, period. Because once they do an EMP, not only are they shutting us down, they're shutting themselves down. I don't think they're going to do that. But they have warned of it before, and they did warn of it recently. So an EMP, I'm going to show you these bags. These are Faraday bags. I have no affiliation with this dude. He's just like AMP3 Outfitters. I have no affiliation with them, but they make killer first aid gear. So that's why I guess I promote them or whatever it's called. So there's that. That's true, but they also have an Ethernet and they have another internet that we don't know about. So Leah works in a grocery store. She said, get the food that's on sale. Crackers, chips, nuts. Yeah, I hear you. But don't be, eating. Make sure you have some vitamins and things put aside, even if they're gummy vitamins. I don't care. Logic before authority. That thumbnail makes me doubt it's you because I don't recall you looking like that, Daniel. But yeah, I think so too. To take out hundreds of animals like the mainstream is claiming, that would be an Armageddon level type swarms of mosquitoes. They're like taking out horses and cows by draining their blood, and then they show a deer that's clearly not trained of anything whatsoever at all. Someone clearly just shot the poor bastard. They better eat him. But yeah, that's not a drained animal. I just find it strange. Very, very, very strange. I hear you. Older truck. I can't believe that's logic before authority because there's some broad rate. Whatever. Maybe it is you. I don't know. It is freaking me out. All right. What else did I have up here? So they're messing with the weather. Antifa's getting caught setting fires out west. Since I was in Wyoming and since I was in Oregon, according to the mainstream, 10% of the people have had to evacuate. But that is That is the mainstream. Their job is to lie to make people panic. You know how I know? Event 201 turned into our life. You see what I'm saying? And it's a complete and utter, absolute lie. All right. All right. Well, that's his name, though. I find that strange. And I just showed you again. I said I wouldn't. At any rate. Bravado. I'm an American, man. I'm an American. I never agreed with what was it called? Politically correct. Politically correct was a tool to turn people into pussies afraid to say, I'm white. Oh my God, you're a racist. No, I'm not a racist. It's an observation. I'm white. I don't have sex with other men. I prefer women because women rule for the most part. And I happen to know there's a God because I'm not stupid enough to believe that one day there was nothing and suddenly nothing exploded and turned into everything. And we used to be rocks and then it rained out and we all decided, wet rocks decided to turn into giraffes, penguins, people, trees, grass. I ain't buying that because it's a story for stupid people that believe whatever they're told. And clearly right now, the earth is populated with more stupid people that believe whatever they're told that are absolute and utter cowards that won't do shit about anything. When this entire thing popped off in the beginning, I was sitting there with another dude who doesn't lie, who doesn't need to lie. We were getting email and Skype calls from Department of Defense and military dudes saying, dude, my battalion's rolling out. Dude, they just activated 10,000 more troops. They expected when they pulled this off in the first place that Americans were at least 1%, not even the 3%, but 1% was going to give them trouble. Instead, the 3%ers were thinking, stay home, stay safe. Do you know how utterly ridiculous that is? Stay in your house and you won't get sick. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever at all. Houses are not hermetically sealed. Diseases don't spread in an airborne fashion. And now, according to Fauci, there's going to be a big COVID's going to explode in the winter because people will all be staying indoors. But what do you mean? Wait, what? We're all going to be staying indoors just like the time you told us to lock in. Some of us didn't. We just traveled the country, did whatever we wanted. But remember the time you told us to lock in so that we wouldn't get sick? Now we're all going to stay in because it's winter. And then we're all going to get sick because we're staying. Like, dude, this is MK Ultra on steroids. MK Ultra is a real thing. Wikipedia even listed Central Intelligence Agency. These people have been studying us like bugs in a petri dish for years. At some point, something clicked and they said, go, we got them. I cannot help but notice that the mainstream, all the mainstream, ran that story 1 week prior to Event 201, October 18th, 2019, where Bill Gates and his pals sat down and decided how they were going to pretend there was an outbreak without anybody actually dying or without releasing anything or anything like that. Just with words, how are we going to scare the entire world into doing what we say? 1 week before that happened, the entire mainstream ran a story that was a bunch of good old boys in Kentucky at a gun show, legally, shooting guns, automatic weapons, blowing shit up. They ran the same exact footage from Kentucky and said, Turkey, the country, just attacked Syria, and we're already getting reports of atrocities. Your nightly news, your morning news shows told you a country just attacked one of our allies completely unprovoked, and there were already stories of atrocities coming out. The only problem was that entire story didn't happen in Turkey. It didn't happen in Syria because it didn't happen. It was dudes in Kentucky doing what dudes in Kentucky do. They lied to the world, no repercussions, no problem. And then they came out and said they lied, and they sat back and watched and went, these people are pussies. They don't even care that we're just lying to them about anything. Do Event 201, pull the trigger. Certificate of vaccination ID 19 is in full effect. And it is. And it is. And it's not going anywhere. And James Corbett just put out a phenomenal video today that explains that this isn't anything to do with anything about anybody's health, because these people warning you about the health, they don't care. But Trump just admitted he lied about it because it's the time in the PSYOP to reinforce it by going, oh, Trump knew this was deadly, even though it hasn't killed anybody you know whatsoever at all, unless you had some elderly person that already had leukemia, cancer, or whatever else that was in the hospital, and they said, that 92-year-old woman, yeah, COVID, because it's all complete and utter lies. Yeah, Illuminati guns and knives, you're a little bit out of hand, dude. You really are. And it's a really dumb name. Just by the way, I'm getting ready to block you, man. I don't know. I don't know. Drinking coffee, so it tends to get you agitated. So I don't know what that means. Well, here's the deal. Get whatever get enough food to last a couple of months, because here's the deal. They're not right. They're not going to pull the trigger and then it's all going to be over instantaneously. There's going to be a lag. There's going to be a point in time where stores aren't going to work, cars aren't going to work. Nobody's going to work. It's going to get ugly. It has to. It absolutely has to. They're going to roll out this vaccination, and I love it. I love it. Not only have mainstream doctors come out, some of them are actually really hot mainstream doctors coming out saying the exact same thing I was telling you. Well, Joe Embriano said that it doesn't change your DNA. Well, I don't care what that dude says. He still hasn't figured out how to make a video without showing his entire forehead and sounding like Gilbert Gottfried, so I don't care. Oh, it doesn't change your DNA. Yes, it does. And you know why we know that? Because we knew it before they even told us. This vaccine has never, ever, ever been presented to mankind on a mass scale. Everyone on Earth has to get one. It's DNA in a needle, and they shoot it in you. But that's not all. Then they have to take a device where they press a button and it releases a frequency, which activates the DNA they just put in your bloodstream, which then tears its way into your cells and changes your DNA strand. And now you're done. You're all done. God gave us all an operating system. Do not install a virus. God gave us all an operating system. And what is Bill Gates? Who is he? What does he do? He invents operating systems. And as a matter of fact, he was the first person ever credited with developing a virus to F everything up so that he could gain. He's a scumbag, Kermit the Frog looking. Ooh. It's bad. It's bad. But here's the deal. Do not get the vaccine. The day will come. You will not be able to participate on Earth. You think it's bad without a mask right now? Try it without the vaccine. Oh, look, Trump's not going to make. Trump is one of them. How in the world in 2017 did I tell you then, and then 2018, and then 2019, Trump is here to oversee or at least be the fall guy for the demolition of the United States and the destruction of the dollar? Where are we at right now, people? You seeing it yet? What do you think about Trump? Richie, I'd like to know your thoughts on Joe Biden. What are you new here? My thoughts are nothing. The guy's a child molester scumbag. Donald Trump is basically the same thing. I mean, his name is on the manifesto for the Lolita Express. I don't know how many times. And how many pictures do you need with the guy hanging all over Epstein? You see what I'm saying? Blows me away, man. We live in a crazy world. Now, because Kermit was always sleeping with a pig. I don't have a lot of respect for a dude that's openly sleeping with a pig. If you're going to do that, don't tell anybody. He was always telling people. And it was strange. At any rate. I'm drinking coffee in the afternoon. I will regret this, but I'm looking at the chat. It's amazing how many are being censored. It's amazing. YouTube, I mean, it's amazing. What a world, man. Richie, is your cloud of mosquitoes showing up on what? Is your cloud of mosquitoes today video? No. It is not. I don't think. Stand by. Now you got me wondering. No. On BitChute, the only video I put up was this one right here. Stand by. The one where Ohio, man. Wow. Ohio. I am drinking coffee in the afternoon. I was tired, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know, dude. It's amazing. Richie, your channel's down. I know. It's my channel. Believe it or not, I'm usually the first to know. Or my videos go down. I know. I know. I find it strange that, Richie, your video's down. I know, dude. Thanks. I know. So, indeed it is. So check this out. Do this or don't. But you see this? Subscribe to this channel. This is my backup. It might look the same, but it's not the same. It's only got 5,000 subscribers. That's one. Subscribe to that. The band one, they already smoked me on that. I mean, they got me right out of the gate. I used a different email and everything. They got me right away. I'm in trouble. The band one, that was prophetic. At any rate, I don't know if I got anything else here, people. I'd love to know why they're telling us swarms of mosquitoes are taking out hundreds of horses and cows. Horses and cows are big animals, and I'm fairly certain a mosquito could not penetrate the skin of a cow, which is actually leather, like cowhide, footballs, boots, etc. But I'm trying to figure out what the quid pro quo, I guess, would be. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget this. This is insane. This is straight up and down. Dutch Sense has completely and utterly caught them using directed energy right here. I mean, boom. They're shooting lasers. There's videos I've got of perfectly blue sky, not a cloud in the sky, and lightning bolts in Florida coming down and lighting up trees. They're going to keep using this stuff. We're going to see some shit. Because they're not stopping. They're going to keep this going. They're going to keep pushing COVID right into the cold and flu season, the time of the year that, much like everything else on Earth, January, February, the Earth starts to die and then renew. Your body does the same thing. Long ago, they noticed people got sick at a specific time of the year, and then they coined it cold and flu seasons. And then they started selling us snake oil or cold remedies. Same people then. Same people now. So it is what it is. I don't drink coffee all day. I drink it once in a while. I drink one in the morning, and that's pretty much it. Ohio, good catch, brother. I was losing it. Ohio's really giving it up, talking about FEMA centers, and this one right here where they want to send your kids. Be careful when you send your kids to school. Make sure that, I don't have the link up. Make sure when you send them to school in Ohio that you give them extra medicine and things like that, because you never know when they don't come home again because of COVID-19. If you have children and love them, I don't have kids, but I love my dog. So that's the only analogy I got, okay? If someone said, Richie, if you send your dog away, it might not come back. I ain't sending it to that place anymore. And I certainly wouldn't do it with a little version of me or a small Richie from Boston, a little one. And I don't think you should either. But that's going to come with consequences. But, I mean, it's time to do what they're taking down. I mean, come on, people. It's September 11th. This whole thing is still going. It's never going to get any better. And the prize for just going along to get along is lining up and getting a vaccine that will change your DNA. That is a fact. Doctors are making videos now, which I love. I love it. Finally. Because then you got other stupid YouTubers, the same ones that were like, all these deaths from COVID are from 5G. The deaths aren't real. The deaths weren't real. And all that is coming out now. The CDC, what is it? 94% from the Center for Disease Control of Americans had pre-existing conditions. The thousands of deaths in Italy, 99% had pre-existing. 99 means all of them were just people that died. And we should know that because I made a video going, hey, why are they locking down Italy? There's only 2 reported deaths. The next day, 10,000 deaths. Everybody in Italy just died all at once, but then magically they all came back to life. This is a hoax, people. It's a hoax. And here's the deal. I don't know whether it's because they meet me face to face, but a lot of people are like, oh, I know this isn't real. Okay. Then why are they faking it? What is the reason for them faking this worldwide pandemic? It's not to save kids in tunnels. It isn't to do anything to Trump. Trump is in on this, just like you can tell he's in on this. You know what I mean? It's like watching a television show, man, with special guests every week. This week, Donald Trump's brother you never knew he had suddenly died, so look over here. The next week, Donald Trump's sister, no one ever heard about in a million years, wrote a tell-all book. Donald's not a good guy. No shit. Donald's not a good guy? I never would have guessed that. I figured any billionaire, number one, that hung out with Jeffrey Epstein all the time and thought it was cool to have sex with little kids, underage girls, etc., things that have never crossed my mind in my entire life. And I'm a disgusting dude, but I would never harm a child, man. You can't do that. You can't mess with kids. These people all do. That's their thing. And as a matter of fact, if everybody puts their thinking caps back on, back when Pizzagate popped up out of nowhere, no one ever got arrested. Nothing ever came of any of that ever. Donald Trump was what popped up and made everyone forget. And here's another thing that Don brought in. He's the one that coined the phrase fake news. He's the one that brought censorship in right behind him to shut us up about Pizzagate. And then all was well. MAGA. Unbelievable. Richie from Boston. I hate having to remind people of stuff. You see this? Subscribe to this channel because the one I'm on right now will probably be gone by the time they notice the video I just put up or the live stream I'm doing right this second. I would imagine this channel will be gone. So subscribe to this one as well. This is Richie from Boston 2. Richie from Boston 2. See how I did that little secret? See that? Richie from Boston 2. Yeah, that's 2. That's more than 1. So there's the channel I'm on now, RFB 2. Then there's RFB 2, RFB 2, like I'm showing you. The band one, 9/11. And then, of course, there's always Jailbreak. But I don't talk conspiracy over there because I can't do this all day, every day. I have to have something. I'm not going to sit around worrying, man. I'm not going to sit around worrying. Live your life like there's no tomorrow because one of these days you'll be right. Richie from Boston, and I'm out.